Buenos dias, people. Thank you for clicking on this video. I hope you're ready for some ASMR, some autonomous sensory meridian response. Sorry guys, I had a bit of a moment there. I couldn't remember what it stood for, but I hope you're ready to get nice and relaxed. So I thought I'd do a bit of a useful video today. So if you're paying attention, you could learn something from this video. I'm actually going to do a life hack video. So these are just a ton of different hacks that you can use to make your life easier, you know. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. I'm not sure if they work because I haven't tried some of them, you know. So if you've tried some of them and these work, you know, let me know. Let me know if you've tried any and, you know, let me know if they work or if they're worth, you know, if they're worth doing. So guys, I'm just going to have a bit of Lucozade Sport and then because my lips get dry when I'm reading. Just put the lid back on. So guys, these are some life hacks. I don't know how many I'm going to do, guys, so yeah. So sit back, relax and learn. These are life hacks. So they've got pictures with them as well. So it says, tie a small piece of bright coloured fabric to your luggage. Saves a lot of time to check if it's your bag or not. I guess you could just tie anything like a key ring or any sort of, you know, anything that makes your suitcase easily identifiable. Use a rubber band to keep a door from latching. So you've got this metal part on your door, and on your door not the door handle, but you know the door lock. And you've got this metal part that extends. So what it's saying is stretch out a rubber band from the door handle, stretch it over the the bit of metal that extends to stop it locking into the other side of the door, if that makes sense. I don't know what that part's called, but the door latch basically, yeah. I guess essentially what it's saying is I guess it could work for tape as well. Just tape the door thing down. This one's for Americans because we don't really have aircon units here. We have aircon and stuff, but we don't have like built-in units. It says, does your dorm smell bad? Tape a dryer sheet over the AC unit and turn it on. I guess you could, I don't know what dryer tape is, or a dryer sheet, but I guess you could just use like nice smelling candles or just an air freshener, or just open a window, that helps as well. So this one is basically, I'll explain it. So put you know, your sunglasses, instead of opening them up, right, keep your sunglasses closed. You know, the parts that go over your ear, keep them closed, right? And basically it's, you can lean your phone onto the sunglasses, you know, like when you cross them over, like the part where it crosses over, you can lean them on like the part that goes over your ear and the sunglasses themselves to create like a makeshift stand. So it says for people who use their phone to watch things often and are tired of leaning it onto something where it falls down after a while, use your sunglasses. So obviously guys, you know, there's pictures here. It'd be a lot easier if you could actually see them. But obviously, you know, I can see, you know, oh, that's a good idea because I can see what they're trying to say. So if you could see it, it's a good idea. How to waterproof your shoes. So obviously it says just rub your shoes down with beeswax, and that supposedly makes them waterproof. Take a picture of business cards people hand to you just in case you lose it. I guess that goes for anything, any important information. I always take photographs, screenshots, etc. When ironing a button-up shirt, flip it inside out to easily iron over the button side. That's actually a really decent hack because, yeah, you don't want to melt the buttons. This one I'm actually going to try. Put the newspaper at the bottom of your bin to absorb the food juices. Yeah, because there's nothing more annoying when like the bag splits or stuff just misses the bag and, you know, gets in the bottom and you've got to clean the bin out. It's just right annoying. Right annoying. get this one, guys. It says tumble dry shoes without ruining them. It's got like this one shoe on the inside, and then I don't get it at all. So yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It's basically like a shoe. One's on the inside, and then one's on the outside, and the lace is like sort of sticking out through the door. It's being trapped in the dryer door. Keep a card like this in your wallet, ideally in a high visible place. It could save your life someday. Basically, it's just saying, keep a piece of paper in your wallet that sticks out a little bit, with all your emergency contacts on, or if you're on any medication. So basically, I think you should use like jewellery for that, like a band or a keyring, something to tell people that if you end up unconscious or whatever, you know what they need to do. Or like a t-shirt or anything. This looks like an egg tray. I'm guessing it's an egg tray, but any kind of tray, that's got like indentations in. It looks like an egg tray, and it says how to put all your Christmas decorations. So they've just put the Christmas baubles in the egg tray. When travelling, keep a bar of scented soap in the same compartment as your dirty laundry. It will keep all your clothes smelling clean. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't get this one, guys, but it says cut a hole on the top corner of your juice carton so that it won't explode all over the table. But won't the juice come out the hole? Bounce batteries to see if they're good or bad. Drop them on a table from about 6 inches. If they give one small bounce and fall right over, they're good. If they bounce around any more than that, they're dead or on their way out. This one is just basically put some material over your gear stick on hot days, so I'm guessing if like your car heats up, you don't want to be touching the burning hot gear stick. But yeah. When taking a picture, squint your eyes to make your smile much more genuine. Use a clean dustpan to fill a container that doesn't fit in the sink. So basically, you put the dustpan up against the sink with the end of it hanging off the sink, and then it creates like a water fountain into the bucket below. That's a decent idea. It says need an inexpensive cookbook holder. Try a pants hanger. So it's got a coat hanger, and then it's got the 2 clips either side. She's just hung it off the cupboard, and then she's clipped the coat hanger to either side of the cookbook. But you'd still have to unclip it every time you wanted to turn the page. I suppose it's useful if you don't need to turn the page. Use your cell phone light underneath a water bottle to make a lantern that distributes light better than the direct beam. I guess that's a makeshift night light. You'd have to have a really bright phone though. I guess you could use your phone torch. Use a spring from an old pen to keep your charger from bending and breaking. So with like iPhone chargers, where the bit where it plugs into your iPhone or iPad, it always gets sort of the plastic always sort of breaks and bends. So the spring in a pen, like a click pen, take that out and put that over it. But you can actually buy specially made things that go over your iPod charger. The bit at the bottom of the lead to stop it breaking. So yeah. Quick and easy iPhone speaker, and they've just cut a toilet roll. The toilet roll tube, the toilet roll tube that you get in toilet roll, and then they've cut a hole in it, stuck the iPhone in the toilet roll, and then they've put 2 tack pins not sure if that would work, to be fair. Use binder clips to fix broken keyboard feet. So what they've done is just clicked these binder clips to the bottom of the keyboard and left the metal bit poking out so it grips the table. Wrap a wet paper towel around your beverage and put it in the freezer. In about 15 minutes it will be almost completely ice cold. That's a good way, because sometimes I hate it when you put a drink in the freezer just wanting it to be really cold, then you forget about it and it freezes. Put pancake mix in a ketchup bottle for a no mess experience. So any kind of squeezy bottle, I guess. Clean out an old lotion bottle for your beach bag and put your phone, money and keys in it for safekeeping at the beach. So this bottle is like it's pretty wide, you know what I mean? I guess it basically is just the standard thing to do is just find a nice container to put stuff in, you know, a secure container. Use a muffin tin to serve condiments at a barbecue. So that's like, you know, what you bake muffins in, and then you just put ketchup in, pickles, mustard, any sort of sauces. It will also help you cut down on the dishwashing. Doritos are great for kindling if you can't find any. Well, this is just insinuating that, you know, you'll just be lost somewhere wanting to make a fire with only a bag of Doritos, but I don't know. It says use nail polish to identify different keys. So get a good quality nail polish and paint, you know, the top of the key. Not the part that you put in the lock, but the other part. And then paint it like different colours, like green, blue, etc. so you know which ones are for which. It says use a hanging shoe rack to store cleaning supplies and keep them away from the kids. So hanging shoe rack, you'd have to buy it. It's like this plastic sort of thing with all these different pouches. It's a good idea actually, but even the bottom ones though, the kids could get them, so. Freeze grapes to chill white wine without watering it down. That's a decent idea. Almost finish your jar of Nutella, end it with ice cream. I'm not sure what that means. Just put ice cream in Nutella. In the Nutella jar to eat it. I guess it's just to finish it off as a dessert. This one is get a shoebox or a box, put loads of paper towel rolls, toilet roll tubes, put them like vertically inside, so it creates like loads of different storage compartments. Then you just wind up your cables and put them in. So it's basically a better way of putting your storing your cables. Cut your open toilet paper rolls and use a cuff to save your wrapping paper and keep it from unrolling. So basically, cut down the middle of a toilet roll and then stick it over the tube of wrapping paper, so the wrapping paper doesn't unfold. It says to remove the stem from strawberries, use a straw, and they just poked it straight through the middle. It says, for iced coffee and iced cappuccinos, use frozen coffee cubes to ensure the drink doesn't get watered down. That's decent, but you're still gonna have more water than coffee, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. Depends how much coffee, it's like flavour, it doesn't matter the amount of liquid, the more liquid there is. So, but this is basically put your phone in a cup, and then it says, if you're a heavy sleeper and tired of snoozing past your alarm, use the smartphone in a cup trick to crank up the volume. No, a better life hack for that is put your alarm on repeat and put it somewhere where you'll have to get out the bed to turn it off. Place a rubber band around an open paint can to wipe your brush on and keep it off the side of the can. So as you dip in your paintbrush, then you wipe it across the stretched out rubber band, just to get the excess off. Put a wooden spoon across a boiling pot of water to keep it from boiling over. I don't know why that would work, because wouldn't it just spill over the sides, but give it a go. Take pictures of friends holding items you've lent them with your iPhone, so you'll be able to remember them down the road. That's decent, actually. So basically, it's like to make sure you know who you lent stuff to, and then you can definitely say, if you ask your mate and then they say, no, I haven't got that item, you can send a picture, of them with that item. They've suggested tying a little loop in the end of your earphone or your headphone to tell which is which, but I think you should just put a little bit of a tape or something, something to wrap around one of them, because maybe around the actual plastic part of the headphone, because if you start messing with the wire it might break. It says put a stocking over the end of a vacuum cleaner to find tiny items like earrings. Oh yeah, I guess so. What it means is it will suck up the dust but won't suck up large items. That's good. As in if you've got one of those with the attachment. How to make sure you drink enough water during the day. It's a bottle, and then you just mark on the times. So at 2 p.m. you'll drink down to this much. 3 p.m. you'll drink down to this much. 4 p.m. you'll drink down to that much. So until the idea being is you finish the bottle. Right. So. Oops. This is good, those sort of mountain climber clips, that they use for mountain climbing. I can't remember what they're called. They're just look what they use. The clips for climbing. You just put all your shopping bags onto one of them and clip it shut, and then you lift I wish I knew what they were called. You lift it off the floor, and all the bags can hang from it. So then you don't have to, carry all the shopping bags individually. For peeling boiled eggs, it says add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. It'll make the shell come off effortlessly. It says you can use hair straighteners to iron the collars of shirts. And then stack your clothes vertically to see them all. That's good, guys. What it means is, instead of stacking them horizontally and just seeing the tops, you can stack them, with vertically, so you can see bits sticking out, so you know which shirts are which. How to clean a blender. Right, you put some soap in and then water. You put the lid on, turn it on, and then you rinse it. Done. This is a good way, if you're eating a popsicle or an ice lolly, as we call them, put a cupcake wrapper through the end of the stick, so basically it will drip off into the cupcake wrapper and not the the bun case, instead of all over the floor. To get the built-up residue off your shower head, tie a bag of vinegar around a shower head, leave it there overnight, and it will clean everything off with no work. I'm definitely going to try that one. A frozen saturated sponge in a bag makes a nice pack that won't drip all over when it melts. Rub stuck zipper teeth with a graphite pencil to try and fix them. So if it's if you're getting your zipper stuck, we've all been there. pry it free, you know. It acts as lubricant, I'm guessing. Acts as lubricant. The right way to squeeze lemons. So what they've done is, you know, their barbecue tongs that you get. They put the lemon piece between those, and they've squeezed it. You know, don't squeeze it on the handle sides of the, you know, tongs. It's the actual tongue part, you know, and then you squeeze it as hard as you can. How to open a bottle if you don't have a corkscrew? You put a nail in the corkscrew, yeah. You get a hammer, and then you put the, you know, the claw part of the hammer underneath the nail, you know, like through the nail, and pull. So as though you're taking out a nail with a claw hammer. Right. Use toothpaste to clear up hazy headlights. It says turn on your seat warmer to keep a pizza hot while driving home. That's a good idea, but put your straw through the tap to keep it from rising out of your drink. So, you know, well, most plastic straws are banned now, guys, but if you have got like a metal straw on the tap of a drink, like on a Coke can, it's got a hole, hasn't it? So what he was saying is flick the tap over so it's actually over the opening of the drink, and stick your straw through there, through the hole in the tap, then through the hole in the can. Hold Oreos with a fork so you don't get messy when dunking them. So stick a fork into the cream part of the Oreo and then dunk it that way. Never lose your remotes again. So they basically just put Velcro on the back of, you know, the remote, and then they've put like Velcro on the coffee table and stick it to coffee table, or just have a drawer or a certain place you put it back. So this is quite good. Get a chapstick, right, or we call it lip balm, and then clean it out, and then roll your money up and put it in there, and then put the lid on so it just looks like lip balm or chapstick. So it says hiding your emergency money on a vacation. It says if you're at a hotel and run out of chargers, the TV usually has a USB plug-in. So basically, put your charging lead into the TV and charge it through there. Keep a square of cardboard in a Ziploc bag with you to protect small important documents like checks from rain and keep them uncreased. What it means is fill up the size of the bag with a cardboard square that's equally as big. You know, basically, I guess it's, you know, pressing the receipts flat so it doesn't crease them up. It says if you need to pee or smoke at a bar, placing your coaster on top of your drink is universal bar language for I'm coming back, prevents you from losing your drink and seat. Right, it says use an accented letter as your passcode. No one will be able to guess it. They will now. But yeah, I guess that's just common sense. Make a passcode no one can guess. It says when heating leftovers, space out a circle in the middle of the food. It will heat up much more evenly. That's a good one. Use half a pool noodle to protect your car door from slamming against the garage wall. I guess don't get that close. Use a clothespin to hold a nail while hammering it. So you use the clothespin, hold the nail with it, so it's like away from your fingers, and then hit it that way. Let's see. plastic wrap on the banana stems to make them stay fresh over a week, and longer cut bananas off as needed. Before you throw away a post-it note, run it between the keys on your keyboard to collect crumbs and fluff, so use the sticky part and run it between them. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed them life hacks. Let me know if you've tried them out or you're planning to try them out, and if you do try them out, did they work or not? Please subscribe guys, I could really do with subscribers. I'm really working hard to bring you some good content, so if you've got any video requests guys, I'd be more than happy to do them. Just put them in the comment section. Okay guys, look after yourselves until the next video. This is ASMR. Why do I always say that? It's Shadow ASMR.